So welcome to episode 3. In this video I want to talk about the glitches used in this run. First the ones used frequently, so I only have to fully explain those once, and afterwards the lesser used glitches, so this video can serve as a reference for those. First off, there's the rewind trick. The idea is pretty simple. You rewind twice to the same point and extend whatever action you're doing at this moment. So if you rewind trick a jump, you will get a longer jump. If you rewind trick a wall run, you will get a longer wall run. However, there are a few subtleties to the rewind mechanic of this game, because if you stop holding the rewind button, the rewind can stop anywhere between right there and 1 second afterwards. So the exact point where the rewind actually stops cannot be influenced. And I believe the reason for that is that the rewind buffer has safe spots to which you're allowed to rewind, but not in between them. Also, rewinding twice will not affect the action if you didn't wait long enough after it, so if the actions are at the start of the rewind buffer. Further note that every action has a set time for which the prince is in the state of doing that action. Rewinding before that action, so rewinding too far back, makes the prince simply drop down. And all those things make rewind tricks inconsistent and are the reason why there are setups for basically each rewind trick on when to start and stop rewinding. Now, the biggest glitch of this run is arguably the first person glitch. Simple basic explanation again: if you very slightly move the analog stick of your controller, you can alter the game in unintended ways. So if you grab a box, go into first person and pay attention to the controller input viewer, slightly move your analog stick backwards, you will teleport like this. The reason for this simply is that the game is not optimized for controller, as this does not work on keyboard. I'll quickly cover all you can do with this glitch in this game. With the box teleport you can clip through doors, but afterwards you'll let go of the box. So if you grab the box, ungrab and rewind until grabbing, you will still hold the box after teleporting, and this makes some further skips possible, like the Pharaoh skip in Zoo for example. But this glitch is not limited to boxes. If you have stand off an open-ended ledge like this, go into first person and you move your analog stick slightly left or right, you will turn 90 degrees and create an invisible ledge which lets you walk anywhere horizontally, even through collision. And what you also can do is angle yourself when you hang from a ledge or a fence. For that, take out your sword when knee hanging on a ledge. First person, you change where you're looking, and first person glitch forwards to angle yourself in the direction you gave. This is very useful as you can jump off fences in not one, but now many directions. You can combine the last two things, so if you knee hang on an open-ended ledge and angle yourself, you can half stand off those and create an invisible ledge. Lastly, you can first person glitch levers, which have to be pulled to open a door, and as that is quite slow, first person glitching those saves a few seconds every time. Nice side effect is if you first person glitch a lever, which for example opens a door, the door will stay open a lot longer. Damage boosting is also pretty intuitive. If you jump and at the right moment get hit by an enemy, you will get a vertical boost, and if you're in slow motion while getting hit, your boost gets amplified a lot. So all there is to it is the correct timing and getting the right attack, as not every enemy attack gives you a damage boost. Enemy clipping is the glitch found most recently. If your hitbox from above collides with the hitbox of an enemy, the game will move you horizontally to prevent hitbox collisions. So setting up the enemy position in the right way means you can clip through doors, as this horizontal displacement gets prioritized over wall or door collision. The zombie glitch is very old, as it was found back in 2011 by Mike Uyama. It only works in the underground reservoir when you try to exit it, because the transition to the next area has a fade out and does not happen instantly. So if you activate this area transition and die right afterwards, you will spawn in the next area with 0 health. This is quite useful because enemies ignore you and spike traps don't activate. However, you can still die and you don't activate check or save points. So if you want to save, you have to undo the glitch simply by drinking. Ledge storage was first found in Warrior Within, but it turned out that it works in all 3 games of the Sans trilogy. If you get hit by an enemy right after starting to climb over a fence, and you know you did it right if you got a vertical boost like this, the ledge is stored, which simply means the next time you climb onto something like a box, the game will pull you back to the stored ledge. This glitch for example is used in the ancient ruins, where you can skip Pharaoh with it. Note that this glitch gets deactivated when climbing over another fence, or when dying. So those things have to be avoided if a skip using ledge storage is used in a run. The invisible sword glitch was found in 2010 by Slaughter and is used to skip the last sword. Having your sword pulled out before going into the final door of the magical puzzle means you'll have your sword pulled out after the cutscene as well, although it's invisible and you currently can only use it in combat mode. So you can't attack the breakable wall in the last sword puzzle normally, but you have to enter combat mode manually by wall jumping off the door and mashing sword without holding anything else. Note that if you put away the sword by accident, by wall running, etc., you cannot draw it again until the next area. Lever glitches are a minor time saver in the run and can be used on levers which can only be turned in multiples of 90 degrees. By lining up the prince's shoulder with the lever and being a bit angled, pressing the special action button and forwards will make the lever turn instantly. And at last there is the quite rarely occurring 1 FPS glitch, which is not used in the run, but rather something that can happen to you spontaneously during fights and lose you time. Not too much is known about it, but if an enemy teleports into collision, like stairs for example, this glitch activates and the camera usually starts flickering like this. Further, your hitbox gets messed up and you can't really continue like this, so the only fix is either dying or saving and reloading. That should cover it all, so now you should be informed about the glitches of the Zipless run. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.